Hey there guys, welcome back. It's now that time again. It's time for our November testing, where we're going to be testing both of my commercial fire alarm systems. Not only the fire alarm system I have installed in my garage, but the one installed in my house. We'll also be testing some of the other emergency systems and backup devices, like our backup generator, as well as emergency lighting, UPSs, all those sorts of cool stuff. I always have you guys request what devices you'd like to see me activate the systems by, and this month of November is tougher than ever before because there's been so many good suggestions. So one of the last ones that I had that I remember was to activate the house system by the pull station under the panel, because that one was requested a ton by lots of different people, as well as for the garage system to activate it by one of the detectors in the generator building. Anyways, let's get started with the house system. So we'll first set off the system and then do a walk around to check all the devices, like our audible and visual devices are working, as well as things like our fire doors shut and our furnace shut down. And then we'll go out to the garage building to actually make sure that this system put the other system into a supervisory. I'll be sure to show you guys what that looks like. And then once we do the garage system, we'll have to come into the house to check this device here, that this has gone off in the house. Anyways, for now, let's head to our fire alarm panel. You could see our fire alarm system is all normal, all good. We also do have a new device in here that wasn't here in our previous test, our October test. This is the pull station in question that has been requested. Let's go ahead and do it. Our relay's tripped. This description is good. And that did come up as zone 1, level 1. Furnace shut down. This device is good. That's good. This guy is working good. Check my bedroom. You can see that's good. Garage here is good. Check this shed under the deck. That device is good. We will check that it put the garage into a supervisory. Our security system is armed. You can see down here that module has activated, as well as our fire alarm panel saying supervisory AR. That stands for auto resetting fire alarm in-house. We'll finish up checking our house system, check all our second floor devices and our annunciator. Our main corridor device is good. Primary bedroom. Spare bedroom. Office. go ahead and acknowledge from here, but silence from our panel. Again, you can see our door shut here. Now that it's acknowledged, our lights go solid here. Okay, so we'll go ahead and reset this pull station hex key. And that has our test done for our house system. We'll go ahead and do a system reset. Okay, there we go. That's our furnace and everything all back on now. That means our door will also hold back open now. Dog can't figure out if she wants to stay out or come in. Okay, it is now time for us to do our garage system test. Mentioned too, I did get my email and text notifications that the fire alarm system went off from the last system, so we'll make sure we get those again on this system in here. So you guys wanted to see the generator room. So that's what we'll do. People like it when I do the real test with the smoke pen, so that's what I'm going to do today, and obviously that means we're setting off the smoke detector. Now, some interesting stuff with this particular device is all three of these devices, this monitor module, this smoke, and this heat. By the way, that's the monitor module that monitors this guy here. All of those have a special logic zone added to that device, which triggers this relay here, which will shut the generator down if it was running. Of course, we're not going to have it running in this test, nor do we want it to, because that's not great for the generator to be shutting down under load like that. So we're just going to set the detector off, but we will also see it trip this module here, and you'll hear the relay click in the generator. So let's get this started. See if that's good. This always does take a while because you can't spray it directly into the detector like you can with the spray. Okay, so that tripped that detector, of course, which also tripped our generator module. Outside strobe here. That one is good. Our blue strobe here for building annunciation. That one is good. We'll go ahead, check. Actually, let's go out here, check this building first while we're out here. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious it's good, but You can see the fire door did let go in here like it was supposed to. Now, because of this relay here, that should have put our home system into a supervisory, so we'll go ahead and check that. I think I can hear it. Do you want to go in, check it out? Should we go check it out? No, wrong door, wrong door. This door, Ayla. This door. Come here. Do you hear that? See, that's our monitor module that tripped. Okay, so that has this system tested here, but we're not done yet. Before we reset this system, we're going to test our CO detector. Make sure that brings on our strobes and sets the panel off. And if that was actually set off without the test button, it would keep going. So you see that strobe there is working good. I know it's a little crazy, we have 2 strobes going at once. And I did get my notifications that our system out here was set off, so that's all good. Now time for one of my favorite things, which is the generator test. And I don't even know what this generator is supposed to do anymore. It's been so long since I've tested this thing. It's probably honestly been since our last monthly, maybe 1 week after that I tested it. I thought we were gonna get a generator test earlier this week. We had storms that were blowing winds the same as a Category 1 hurricane. It was crazy. Power out like literally my entire community except me, of course, because I put the generator so it doesn't go out anymore. Anyways, let's test it. So I'm going to pull the fuse, get everyone upset. I don't have a switch that I'm supposed to add at some point. 3, 2, 1. So you can see that's got power out in here. And that's a problem. The generator did not start. So we have the generator in standby mode, so it should have started. However, it did not start. So let's check that module, see if we've got a problem in there. I've plugged the fuse back in for now so I can troubleshoot this with the power on, because I'm not sure what the issue is here. Okay, I think I've figured out the issue here. This is offline. This has been offline since the 25th of October. I see the battery charger's trying to charge it, which I've checked all the connections here and nothing's fine. Everything's hooked up to the battery and generator will not start manually. So I think our battery is the issue here. Indeed, I'm getting 2 volts off the battery. Okay, I've taken our bracket off. I've taken all of our positive connections off as well as our negative connections. So this battery can now come out of here, and not really sure what went wrong with this battery. It's not swelled up. Maybe it's just old. So I'm gonna run to my local battery shop and get a new one. Holy crap, with tax and everything, $164. Yeah, that's crazy. Okay, so I've got the new battery in, everything rehooked up, well, except for this stuff. Okay, now that stuff's hooked up and everything's working now. You can see that is back powered up, and I've got it charging with this charger. One thing I'm concerned about is that the generator's overcharging the battery, because I know this thing reads the battery bank voltage sometimes upwards of 60, or not 60, that'd be really bad, 16 volts when the generator's running. So I'm thinking the charger on the generator's overcharging it, which if I can, I'm just gonna disconnect it because I don't need the generator's charger because I've got this guy constantly keeping the battery topped off anyways. So I need to look into the wiring diagram on this generator and figure out how that can be disconnected. Anyways, I'm going to pull this fuse again and start everything all over again. Hopefully this time things work the way they're supposed to. Okay, you see we've got our 10-second delay as we should, and this should start this time. That's a much better sign. That was cranking for an awfully long time. Anyways, alright, it's running now. That was weird how long it was cranking for. Probably because it hasn't been ran in like a month. But you will see this is going to start going up, this battery voltage. I'd like to actually check it with a meter, not just what the app is showing. So I'm going to put this guy on it and monitor it. By the way, we're running on generator power in here now, of course. You can see our damper is opening. All our indicators are on, fans on. So I think the app does read a little higher than actual. That's saying 12.7. This meter says 12.3. And this one says 11. This one probably being the most inaccurate out of any of them, so I'm not even going to keep that one on. I'm just going to let it run for a little while and watch this, see how high this voltage climbs up. Otherwise, everything worked the way it was supposed to, other than the long crank time on the generator. I'm not sure what caused that, other than it not being started in a long, long time. Voltage is still reasonable. I'm going to let it run for a while longer, really give it some time to see if that changes. Because I am pretty sure anything up to around 14 and a half volts is reasonable for the charge. 16 though, like that's getting a little high. So that's what the app was showing, and I don't like it being quite that high. It doesn't seem to really be climbing that much. And my apologies, I know I did a terrible job filming the generator starts. I didn't show like the power transfer or the power switch over in here, so my apologies for that. It's because I was more focused on watching it start with the new battery, the $164 freaking battery. I thought that was crazy. I was expecting like $35, maybe 60 at most. And like when the guy said 140 before taxes, I was like, what the hell? Anyway, things are running okay. Started thinking my generator sounded bad. It's a helicopter. So by now, usually the voltage would have climbed. I think before it climbed up to about 16 volts. Within probably the first 5 minutes, and we've now been running for 8 minutes now. So I think that's enough time that it should have put the voltage way up. I'm not sure what I have because I actually had an issue before where, yeah, the battery was getting too high of voltage and it was shutting down the generator. So I had to bump that up to 17 volts before because it was climbing up to 16. So that was a problem I was having, but you can see now we're still at 12, almost 13 volts, which is normal charge voltage. If anything, it could be higher than that. And if we actually confirm with the meter over here, yeah, that's a very reasonable voltage. So I'm quite okay with that. That's not a problem. If anything, I could probably bump that back down to, I wouldn't say you want it charging anything over, say that. So that's how long we've been running now. We'll still run for another 2 minutes, I think. Yeah, we're at 10 minutes almost now, so I think we are good to restore power in here. So I'm gonna put our fuse back in. So that's our switch off of utility power. Or sorry, switch off of generator power back to utility power. Since you guys missed the switch over earlier, without putting extra wear and tear on the generator, starting it again, it's already running. So we can pull power again. And there you go, that's what the switch over to generator would look like. So that's all good in here. I'm wondering if the old battery had something to do with it charging up so high, if there was an issue with that battery. I don't know much about batteries or if that could be a plausible thing or not. Okay, so everything seems good in here now. Okay, so I've just ran some checks off camera and the generator is now all good. So that's actually a good thing that my power didn't go out in the big storm the other day because the generator wouldn't have started. I didn't realize it's been off since the 25th of last month. I guess I gotta check in on that more. I'm supposed to, usually I try and start it weekly, but I haven't got around to it for a while. So it's all back in good shape now, new battery. So now that brings us to the next thing we're gonna test, which is going to be our emergency lighting. So let's just hit the main breaker in here. That of course doesn't start the generator since that's all from before it. So this will basically check all of our battery backup systems. Firstly, of course, our fire alarm system is running on battery backup, no problem. Our UPS up there in the ceiling is keeping stuff on, like our switch here. Our exit sign emergency light combo over the door is running just fine. Our security system is kept going. This UPS down here is keeping this going for now. Who knows for how long? I think that one runs out, but I don't really care. This emergency light up here is working good. This guy back here. This guy is working good. UPS down here is keeping my stereo and projector, all of that stuff all working good. Our emergency light in the bathroom here is working good. We can see our access control is still working because it let us into the room here. So access control is good and our security system is kept going with the UPS up there, so that's all working good. Our pointless emergency light in here is working good. For the stuff not actually in this building here. The outside emergency light on the front of the garage is working. And in the generator room, the emergency light in here is working all good. I'm gonna lock the generator building now that I'm done with it, so I don't leave it open for like a week as I've done before. Another pointless emergency light in here. Don't mind all the noise. Neighbors getting some tiling done. This guy in here is all good. So that's everything for the garage out here. So we'll turn our main power back on here. Okay, that's the emergency lighting all good for the garage building here. Now we'll do everything in the house. The temperature in our generator room must be down low enough now that the damper is now returning to its closed position. We have an exit sign emergency light combo in this shed. We can see it's good. Now to in the house, we have this remote head right here. This is powered from Fred in the garage. You guys that watched that one video will know why this guy's named Fred. If we pull the power here, there you see that guy came on, it's working good. And has the remote head in the hallway also on. I've got this unit in my bedroom. This is working all good. This guy right here in the hallway, that's all good. This new one at the bottom of the stairwell, that's all good. Remote head in this gym room here. Powered off this guy in the furnace slash fire alarm panel room. That's got that turned on there. So this is all good as well. Then moving on to the upstairs in the house, we've got this guy which does the main upstairs area. That's working good. And we've got this guy here lighting up down the hallway. That's working good. I do often get requests to show lamp tests on the fire alarm system, and the Firelight one would have done that anytime it was reset, but we can do all of this stuff in here, so we'll hit lamp test on this guy. There you see all the characters on the display and all the lights light up. Piezo works, so that's all good. Go ahead and check out our main panel as well. It is best if we actually open up this guy too, so we can see in behind here, check all the LEDs, which if I hold lamp test, that piezo is way too loud. I'm putting a piece of tape on it. There you go. Display is all good. All these lights, you can see there is also lights down here. Check the ones at the bottom. Everything looks good. And we can check this guy here too. Piezo is disabled on this guy, but you can see all of the lights are good. How about that, Jackson? Everything's working good. It's all good, buddy. Alright guys, well that's got everything tested for this November's system testing, so make sure to let me know what you guys want to see tested for the next month, so which device to activate the garage system and the house system by. And by the way guys, I do have an Instagram account here for my YouTube channel. I also have a second Instagram account, being this guy here, my aviation account. So if you're interested, make sure to check those out. And that about does it for this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Any comments or questions, feel free to leave those down below. And if you do enjoy the channel, make sure to subscribe. Also, if you are interested, no, I already told you about the Instagram account. That's right. All right, that's it for this one.